So thank you very much. Thank you very much for being here. Today, I'd like to talk to you about the trends in the Italian ceramic sector. I usually do that trying to find a specific angle that allows me to tell you about the different news and trends here in Cersaie. And I've thought, what is the international event that is like Cersaie is so important, highly anticipated, is preceded by so much preparation and planning? And what is that event that not only involves the specific sector but also all the other related fields? And also, what is that event that compares the performance of actors? And I've thought about the Olympic Games. This is an event that we have watched throughout summer. Of course, it's focused on sport. It has fueled some contrast, but because it touched upon some daily topics that we've encountered every day, and it meets the people's natural curiosity to see where we are at, where have we come from, and how far we have gone. And the first similarity that stand out is these uh, graphic similarity, the five circle representing the five continents. These are the continents coming to Cersaie, looking for what's new. We have thousands of people that come here in Bologna to see what's new and what is happening in the sector. Uh, Whenever I see the precision and the performances of these great athletes at the Olympic Games, I am speechless. We know that the last edition of the Olympic Games were one of the most technological events. The outfits of the athletes and performance enhancing clothes and aids, but there also been the involvement of algorithm and artificial intelligence that were able to detect world records. And I've put this image first of all because it reminds me of a podium, and also because I believe that the podium should be ceramic marbles. The ceramic sector in Italy really invests a lot in innovation, and products are excellent. So there's a relentless work of research and development that really gets us to this level of authenticity, which is just extraordinary. We can't list them all. I just quote the main ones. The Italian marbles, Calacatta, Carrara, Statuario, gray, white marbles that through technology are able to be enriched by different veins, like Travertino of the Imperial Rome. And research has turned this materials, this marble, into more original products. I'll just provide you with some example. I was walking around the fair today and I've seen amazing products in different colors, but most of them are actually in the shades of brown. This one, for example, is very structured. Aesthetics and structure come together thanks to this modern technologies, and we've seen this in gloss finishing, but also the other matte finishing with a mix of colors from black to gold. Research is also going towards those the less known marbles, like the one that you see on the right, with hazelnut colors, or this is an extraordinary marble with a very interesting veins in red and yellow. Let's talk about finishing right now. This is technology too. As you can see on the left, we have a super gloss finishing, mirror-like finishing. These pearls that you see are less reflective than the floor, and on the right you see this crystalline network and this finishing reacting to light, or also this extraordinary effect It looks like an iced surface, like water freezing on the surface of the sea. So this is an extremely high value product made with natural products and natural materials with an, with infinite possibilities in format. So small, larger slabs from 2 millimeters thick to 2 centimeters thick. They can be applied in different areas, indoors, outdoor. They're very resistant with excellent finishing that allow them to be cleaned easily, and they also are anti-slippery. I won't talk too much about architecture because we are going to talk a lot about architecture. Actually, on Thursday, uh, the award ceremony will be held of best projects, architectural projects realized in Italy with Italian ceramic tiles. But look at these images in the kitchen. In the left, on the left, the ceramic is everywhere on the floor, on the walls, on the top of the kitchen with wooden-like effect and marble-like effect, but also doors. On the right, you see that the same material on the floor is used indoor and outdoor, and also on top of the chimney. This is a new frontier of ceramic, which was less evident in recent years. There are specific lines that complete the total look of Italian ceramic. So we have sinks, tables, coffee tables that can be used indoor and outdoor. So technological innovation of the Italian ceramics sector is aiming at offering the clients the best possible product. From a survey that I've read, it seems that swimming was one of the most followed disciplines at the Olympic Games, but the ceramics is a friend of water. Uh, in baths and pools, we often find mosaic, and this is a modern mosaic, single pressing fired ceramics. It can be customized and tailored, can be used outside and inside. Water is a source of inspiration. Here we see this uh, effect reminiscent of sea waves. These materials are traditional materials with also little, so we have a body lift texture and this up and down effect, and let's talk about brick now, though. I have talked about this last year. Last year brick was extremely interesting, but we realized that there's an increase of this format, both because it's very useful and can be used in many different applications. Now we find bricks on floors too, and this allows movement and colors and finishing effects that are extremely interesting, and it also allows a specific way of laying down on the floor, like tilted. Um, I'm talking about the blue color. Color of the year for 2025 is Future Dusk. And these details are also extremely interesting, glazed materials that are wonderful. But the key word for the Italian ceramic sector is versatility. These are collections that can be put together and mixed together, and this element can be freely bound and mixed to create original stylistic solutions. All these different products can be mixed, so we can have a concrete effect that can be put together with a resin, marble, stone effect of ceramic tiles, and the blue has become a little bit softer. Ceramic is not only a detail, but is actually the actual surface characterizing the whole environment. You see this blue Rhodesia in a very classic environment, which we could call it contract, and also this quartz, light blue quartz that really changes the environment a little bit more contemporary residential context. Architecture is currently defined as fluid, which means natural, warm, cozy, and comfortable environment. We are a little bit stressed in our daily lives, so whenever we come back home, we need this feeling of calmness and harmony, and these are the colors uh, that are offered. Natural colors, also cold colors, but they can be put together with earth-like colors. Another aspect that I wanted to highlight about fluid architecture is that um, we have different environments that are dedicated to different applications. There's a compenetration of outdoor and indoor areas, and the same colors we find them indoors. Rehuman. So this trend, I really like this one because, well, the Olympic Games where um, it was a platform for sport performance, but it also become like a worthwhile catwalk, and sport in general has become one of the strongest trends in this year, inspiring social aesthetics and collections. Although our uniforms have been designed by Armani, Mongolia's uniforms seem to have won over the interest of all the public. It's a beautiful uniform, but it's handcrafted and shows displays the know-how of Mongolia. It tells the story of the country, its symbols, its culture, the heritage of Mongolia. This is a very evident trend in the sector, and ceramic also follows along and has been contaminated by this trend. So in the sector, new ways of crafting have become more and more important. We have here pressed powders, light refractions that are not homogeneous, that remind us of the different materials, different textures. We can't really understand what was the inspiration for these products. It seems like cardboard, paper, but these textures create a connection between artistic ceramic and industrial ceramic. Also, textile materials are a source of inspiration. This reminds us of denim, for example, or theater scenographies. And also, the textile is used for floor coverage and surfaces, reminding of carpets. Back to basic, we really go back to the very heart of ceramics. The rehuman trend also bring us back to tactile experiences in a world of artificial intelligence and algorithms. We want to go back to our senses, the our sense of touch, sense, uh, hurts, this Bizet effect that it looks like pressed clay in molds, and also this style, the Japandi style, which is a combination of simplicity of Japan and a more rigorous Scandinavian style. You see the boiserie on the left and a rawer effect, but decorated and painted. And the same for the right part of the image. We want to feel materials and textures, and this product actually was created with the glasses coming from old TVs. The essence of ceramic, brick, terracotta, but also porcelain glass, because this is a porcelain glass that is not decorated in its raw form, and also the colors are natural. The inspiration can come from roof tiles, like in rural villages in China, or this jalousie. They create light and airflow with that combination of outdoor and indoor context that I was mentioning earlier, and they match great with these tiles for floors and walls and this lime effect. It's all about stripes. This is an image I wanted to include for this reason, because walking around the trade fair you'll realize this kinetic effect, stripes and layers. This is a very impactful element that harmonize perfectly in the colors of the new decorations. The inspiration here is to the tradition of Japan, the folds of a kimono, and you find this canetato effect on stone, wood, travertine, of a mix of multiform streaks between artificial elements, so resins, metals. It's a decoration that can really match every kind of style, and versatility here is the key word, reminding us of the Art Deco, but also urban chic or cement-like effects. And as you can see, only one small part can be decorated in this way, providing a very special style to the environment. And connected effects also are found in bathrooms and in vases. The last trend is the tennis core. Beside the Olympic Games, is this sport is very trendy, and this effect is very trendy. Maybe because Yannick Sinner, the Italian tennis player, is so famous right now. It may be also because of Luca Guadagnino and Zendaya's film Challengers, that it talks about a tennis story, but this tennis core style reminds us of the preppy aesthetics of the 80s and 90s, with Lacoste polo shirts, braided cotton pullovers, and ceramics go along with this style by moving, using white blending colors like the one that you when you're playing tennis at midday, or there's stripes uh, used in fashion. They are a little bit of a bon ton style stripes of noble houses with checkered floors, or traditional houses with these colors that we've already mentioned, like neutral colors, warm and simple colors. These are the natural decors interrupting continuity of color, and they are also used in marble, of course, with very classical and elegant effects. Maiolica also is an inspiration, with liberty windows, these very bright colors, and the same decorations and elements can be used in windowless spaces. I'd like to close on the blue of this beautiful floor, and I like to close with the Italian athletes that were very successful this summer. And I'd like to echo the motto of de Coubertin, founder of the modern Olympic Games. It is important to participate, though it is much more fun to win. Thank you. Thank you very much.